There we go. How about that, huh?
You guys go to the back. All right, Coach, go ahead.
Great win today. Really like to thank our crowd, our Gator Nation, for coming out and showing great support for this senior class. It's a wonderful group of guys. I tell you what, man, this has been a week to remember. All right, a week to remember. The last time I did an interim deal, it was under different circumstances, and this one, it was tough. But our seniors made it much easier. All right, they came to work every day. They held everyone accountable. All right, and we did it as a team. All right, a great win in a rivalry game. What a big, big showing today. Was it our best? No, but it was a win, and it was a great win. All right, and I'm excited for the senior class, a great send-off for the senior class. And we get one more game. All right, we always talk about we guaranteed 12. All right, and anything after that we got to go to work for. So we get one more game. We're headed to a bowl game.
We'll start with Edgar.
What is the sentiment in there about the bowl game, and how excited are they for that opportunity?
They're excited. All right, that's what we talked about last night. Who knows where it's going to be or when, all right, but I can tell you this. They are excited about that. They were excited about winning this game, a rivalry game, and they knew that it meant going to a bowl game. That senior class wanted it.
Well, tell me about the decision on Anthony Richardson and just kind of the energy that he kind of brought when he came in the game.
He did. He brought a lot of energy into it. We played him early. The one play he ran the ball, he got hit, and had to come out. And then we had him with our training staff, and at halftime they told us he was ready to go, so we got him in the second half.
And last one, the Damian Pierce helmetless play. I mean, that was a pretty remarkable run. I mean, but I didn't realize that was a penalty myself, but just the way that just his kind of effort and how that energized the team too.
He is a tremendous young man, and he plays with that type of passion. He practiced with that type of passion. And again, that was unfortunate that his helmet did come off because he was determined that he was going to get in that end zone. You know, and he was a senior. He wanted the ball. He wanted the ball in his hands. Right? And we did. We gave it to him, and he delivered.
Mike, thank you.
Yeah, two questions. What did you say to Emery? Obviously, he didn't have a good first half, 3 interceptions. He comes off, you replace him. What sort of words of encouragement maybe did you give him? Or
he's got to relax. You know, I told Emery, you have to take what they give you. Stop trying to force things down the field and just take what they give you. You know, when you watch a lot of football, you watch NFL quarterbacks, they would check the ball down a lot. And we got to learn to do that. Just take what they give you, and then eventually they'll give you that shot that you want. But he just got to relax. Emery's a smart player. He's a good player. He's got to relax, just take what they give you, and then he'll eventually get those shots he was shooting for today.
also, there are rumblings that you guys could play UCF in a bowl game down in Tampa. How would you feel about that?
Hey, I'm just happy to go to a bowl game. I could care less who the opponent is. I'm excited about going to the bowl game.
Graham Hall.
Wanted to ask you about Naquan Wright. Seemed he suffered a pretty unfortunate, serious injury there early in the second half. Do you have an update on how?
I haven't heard from the trainers yet the severity of it.
And Brenton Cox, I think he had 4 sacks tonight. Just was all over the field. What did that say about his effort? I know he was battling injury earlier in the season, wasn't 100%, but kind of left it all on the field tonight. And without Jeremiah Moon in there, what was his effort like tonight?
He came to play today, you know, and he was one of those guys that I could tell in pregame he was going to play. I could see it in his eyes. I read his body language, and I knew coming into this game today he was going to play, and he did. And 4 sacks? Hey, great day for him. Great day for him.
Andrew Allison.
It's obviously been a difficult season around here, some disappointment with some of the losses, but what was it about this team that allowed them to pull together today to get a win?
I think it was the fact that, again, we had a great senior class. We had some leadership, and they understood the situation they were in, and we talked about opportunity in chaos, all right? And a chaotic situation that started Sunday with Dan being dismissed and me being put in place, and then all the things coming from the outside that I think they pulled together and made them stronger. All right, it made me stronger because I pulled with them. All right, and we held this thing together. And today, all right, and when we watched our highlight video, we came out of that meeting at that hotel. I knew when we walked out that room, they were ready to play, and they were.
Zach Laverty.
Greg, can you talk about the play that Malik Davis made? I think it was 3rd and 22, and he made that 23-yard catch and run, and how critical that was in the game.
That was really critical. 3rd and long in that situation, his determination. I got guys in my room. My running backs, they are determined guys, and they're unselfish guys, right? And they cheer for each other, they care for each other, they motivate each other, and it is a very, very unselfish group. And to see him, again, his determination and Pierce's determination out there on the field, they came together and they pulled together and they made some big, big plays in this game.
Did they feel any extra motivation, you think, in that second half, wanting to carry the load for Naquan?
Oh, I think they just understood that, hey, eventually we're going to get with those runs, and those runs are going to break. Eventually those holes are going to open, and they did, and they started making plays.
Was that part of the plan with Pierce to throw him at the defense like that on that one drive in the second half when they've been wore out?
Our plan was to run the ball. We were going to run the ball, and we thought we were wearing them down, so we just kept pounding them at them.
And then last one for me, how that Gatorade bath feel?
It felt great. That's the second one, and it felt great.
Go to Gene right here in front.
Coach, will the disparity in the performances between Emory and Anthony today compel you to start Anthony in the bowl game?
I hadn't thought about that. You know, we'll go back and we'll look at it, and hopefully Anthony's healthy, you know, because I'm sure he's still banged up from the injury, but he came in and he played well. You know, he played well. What we're going to do is enjoy this victory, all right? And then when we get to that bowl game, we'll let them figure that out, all right? They'll go to work, they'll compete, and we'll make a decision from there.
Is it because you just don't want to do that today, or you don't feel like the differences in their performances, particularly Emory's struggles, warrants making Anthony the starter moving forward?
No, not going to do that today. Just going to enjoy this win.
Matt Baker here.
Greg, over here. Obviously, there's a lot of uncertainty about what's going to happen next. What's this new coach walking into, whoever he is?
He's walking into a team that seniors are going to be gone, but he's walking to a talented group, all right? A talented group that, again, I just talked to the guys that understand how to push through, how to persevere through challenges, you know, and we just went over that. And I think the new coach, whoever it may be, will understand that, hey, I got a mentally tough team, all right? And that's what this group is, very mentally tough.